Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to do this right here, but they're getting this. And then they can't fill in the colors. And they can fill in the colors, but they don't want to spend the time to fill in every other line. So I think what he's doing is just one mistake. So he drew this circle pattern. Pretty cool design. And he wants it off the bottom. So if your text is on top, let's make a duplicate of that text. If your text is on top of the blue, then you go intersect, and you're going to get this right here, which is already yellow or already blue. And then I can change it yellow. No, I can't. Probably the best thing to do in this case would just be to left click, right click. And that turns the whole thing yellow. So he doesn't want it yellow, he wants it blue. I wanted it yellow like this for the video when I make my little icon. But anyway, whenever you do this, if you put the text behind and then intersect it, you're going to get that right there. Well, matter of fact, you're going to get two of them because one of them is still going to be solid and the other one is going to be hopefully no, that didn't work. So let's put it behind and let's take away the fill and add an outline. Now let's take both of them and intersect it. So don't feel bad when you can't do something because it just has to be in a particular order. But see, now you cannot take this and make it blue because it's going to make the whole thing blue. So the thing I'm trying to get across is that you want the text on top. And here's a solid text. Have your text on top. I don't put this one in the center. And then I'm going to intersect it. And look at that. Now, if we wanted it blue, I'm pretty sure we could turn all the, wow, can't turn them blue because they're all grouped together. But I could, a while ago, I turned this into yellow. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you how he drew this. I kind of counted. They're 1 degree apart. So take an ellipse, just in case you won't ever do that. Take a 2-point line and hit P. And we don't have to do anything because it's in the center and rotate it 1 degree. You Control D, back to 0, and then Control D again. And just fill in, we're working in the center of the page, just fill in one of those. This time I'll use yellow. He doesn't really particularly want yellow. Now that's the only thing we need to keep, so we can delete all these lines and still keep the yellow. But then I can Control G, well, don't have to Control G because it's not a group, or not, but one piece. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 2 degrees. That way we're going to have some space between them by 1 degree. That's pretty cool. I like watching the bounding boxes kind of come around. And you always don't want too many. But then for this to work, you got to group it together. And is this still the solid text? Yes. Put it on top and see you can, well, it's not on top anymore because we made this one last. So let's go object order. Maybe that's what he's doing wrong. Front of page. And then let's intersect this. And we get that right there in yellow. Now, if I would have nudged, I could have a outline around it, but you can see the result. Now this one I did like him, and this one I think I had kind of in the middle. No, this is just like, I was thinking it would look pretty cool to be in the middle of your text and intersect, and then it would come kind of a spar party and coming out of the center. Let's see what that looks like with a black box around it. See, it kind of looks like it's bursting out of the center. I like it. Maybe he'll change his idea. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit and somebody in the future, and thank you for watching.